You're walking through tall grass. 100,000 years ago, the sun is setting. Suddenly, you hear something moving behind you. You turn around, and two glowing yellow eyes stare back through the fading light. It's a cave lion, twice the size of any lion alive today. Over 700 pounds of muscle, claws, and razor-sharp teeth. And it's looking straight at you. You have no gun, no knife, not even a sharpened stick. Your teeth are flat. Your nails are useless. You can't outrun it. You can't climb away. And you definitely can't fight it. So, how are you still here? How did your ancestors survive when almost everything on Earth was built to kill them? To answer that, we first need to understand what was hunting us. In 1924, Raymond Dart discovered a fossil skull in South Africa that changed the story of human evolution. It belonged to a child, an early human ancestor around 3 years old. The eye sockets contained two perfectly spaced puncture marks, matching the canine teeth of a leopard. This wasn't an accident. This child had been hunted. For millions of years, humans weren't the hunters. We were the hunted. And the predators we faced weren't just dangerous. They were apex killers, shaped by millions of years of evolution to hunt large mammals. Take the famous saber-toothed cat, Smilodon fatalis. With 11-inch canine teeth and weighing around 600 pounds, it was built like a living tank. It didn't chase prey over long distances. It ambushed. Hidden in tall grass or near watering holes, it could explode forward at nearly 30 miles per hour. One bite to the neck, and it was over. And Smilodon wasn't alone. There was the short-faced bear, the largest mammalian land predator in North America. Standing nearly 12 feet tall and weighing around 2,000 pounds, it was built for endurance. Unlike modern bears that often eat berries or fish, this giant was almost entirely carnivorous. Could run close to 40 miles per hour. If it spotted you, your chances were almost zero. Then came the cave hyenas, larger and stronger than today's hyenas, with a bite force powerful enough to crush solid bone. While your bite force is around 162 psi, a cave hyena could generate roughly 1,100 psi. They hunted in coordinated packs of 20 or more, often under the cover of darkness, when early humans could barely see. Dire wolves hunted in large packs. Cave lions were around 25% larger than modern African lions. There were giant cheetahs, scimitar cats, and even terrifying birds in South America standing nearly 10 feet tall, capable of smashing skulls with massive beaks. Wherever early humans went, something was trying to eat them. And here's the shocking part. We had almost nothing to defend ourselves. Chimpanzees, our closest living relatives, are about 3 times stronger than the average human. They have powerful fangs, can climb trees in seconds, and even they regularly fall victim to leopards. We were slower, weaker. We couldn't see well in the dark. Our sense of smell was poor. Our hearing was average. Walking upright made us easier to spot. And human babies were completely helpless for years. By almost every biological measure, our species should never have survived. Yet today, we're still here, and every predator you've heard about is gone. So, what changed? The first breakthrough was fire. At Wonderwork Cave in South Africa, archaeologists uncovered evidence of controlled fire dating back nearly 1 million years. Burned bones, ash layers, ancient hearths. Fire changed everything. A campfire created a safety zone roughly 30 feet across. Inside that glowing circle, most predators stayed away. Even today, wild lions instinctively avoid fire. For our ancestors, fire became the world's first security system. It gave us light when darkness belonged to predators. It kept us warm in climates our nearly hairless bodies weren't built for. But its greatest gift was time. Before fire, sunset meant hiding until morning. After fire, humans gained 3 to 4 extra hours every night. Hours to make tools, to plan, to teach, to tell stories, and to pass knowledge from one generation to the next. Fire also transformed our food. Cooked meat provided more usable calories and was easier to digest. That extra energy helped support larger brains. and larger brains led to better planning, better communication, and better problem-solving. But fire alone wasn't enough. Our second weapon was something far less obvious: endurance. Humans are terrible sprinters. A saber-toothed cat could explode to nearly 30 miles per hour within seconds. We can only reach similar speeds briefly, and very few people ever do. So speed was never our advantage. Instead, we mastered something almost no other predator could: running for hours. This strategy is known as persistence hunting. Instead of chasing prey at full speed, our ancestors kept a steady pace, just fast enough to force the animal to keep moving. Hour after hour, the animal sprinted, stopped, ran again, overheated, and slowly exhausted itself. Unlike many mammals, humans cool themselves efficiently by sweating. Most large animals can't lose heat while running nearly as well. Eventually, the exhausted animal collapsed, and our ancestors finished the hunt with simple stone tools or rocks. No claws, no fangs, no incredible speed, just patience and endurance. It's one of the most unique hunting abilities ever evolved. Our third weapon was pattern recognition. The human brain became exceptionally good at spotting tiny clues: a broken twig, fresh footprints, disturbed soil, bent grass. Each sign told a story. What animal passed through? How large was it? How long ago? Was it injured? Was it alone? Our ancestors learned to read the landscape like a living map. Eventually, they began tracking predators the same way they tracked prey. They learned where cave lions hunted, when saber-toothed cats waited in ambush, which paths were safe, and which ones meant certain death. They observed, remembered, shared what they learned, and with every generation, that knowledge grew stronger. Experience became survival, and survival became intelligence. But even fire, endurance, and intelligence weren't the greatest weapon humans ever developed. The real advantage was each other. The greatest weapon humans ever developed wasn't fire. It wasn't endurance. It wasn't even intelligence. It was cooperation. In 2001, archaeologists studying fossils at Manasai, Georgia, uncovered something extraordinary. The remains belonged to an elderly early human who had lost every single tooth years before death. Without teeth, chewing raw meat would have been nearly impossible. Yet this individual survived for years. Someone had cared for them. Someone shared food, perhaps softened it, perhaps cooked it. Whatever the method, they didn't leave the weak behind. In nature, a predator that can no longer hunt usually dies. A lion without teeth rarely survives. But humans were different. We looked after one another. Evidence from Shanidar Cave in Iraq tells a similar story. Researchers discovered a Neanderthal who had lived with a badly healed arm, blindness in one eye, and severe arthritis. Despite these injuries, he survived into adulthood. His group kept him alive. That was our greatest evolutionary advantage. Not simply living together, but caring for each other. Knowledge didn't disappear when someone grew old. Experience stayed within the group, and every generation became smarter than the last. Humans also hunted differently. Wolves hunt in packs by instinct. Humans hunted with strategy. Each person had a role. Some drove animals forward. Others blocked escape routes. Others waited with spears. Every movement was planned. Language made all the difference. It allowed people to share detailed plans, warn each other of danger, and coordinate attacks that no predator could predict. Then came one of humanity's greatest inventions, the throwing spear. Around 400,000 years ago, carefully crafted wooden spears appeared in what is now Germany. Balanced, aerodynamic, built to strike from a safe distance. For the first time, humans didn't need to get close to dangerous animals. Distance became our advantage. A coordinated group with spears could bring down predators that no single human could ever defeat. Then, around 50,000 years ago, something remarkable happened. Modern humans spread far beyond Africa, into Europe, Asia, Australia, and eventually the Americas. And almost everywhere humans arrived, many of the giant Ice Age animals began to disappear. Saber-toothed cats, cave lions, short-faced bears, giant ground sloths, woolly mammoths. Many vanished within a few thousand years. Scientists still debate exactly how much of this was caused by humans and how much resulted from climate change. But one pattern is difficult to ignore. As humans expanded, many of Earth's largest predators and megafauna declined. The truth is, we didn't survive because we were the strongest. We survived because we adapted faster than anything else. We couldn't outrun giant predators, so we invented long-range weapons. We couldn't see in the dark, so we mastered fire. We couldn't match claws or fangs, so we relied on teamwork. Every weakness forced us to create a new solution. Those solutions accumulated over thousands of generations, until humans became something no predator had ever faced before. Not the fastest, not the strongest, but the most adaptable. For nearly 2 million years, our ancestors lived as prey. They feared the shadows, lost children to predators, and faced dangers we can barely imagine today. Yet they possessed one ability that changed everything. They learned from every mistake, shared those lessons, and passed them to the next generation. And in the end, that was enough, because the species that survives isn't always the strongest. It's the one that never stops learning.